Hello, good morning, guys. How are you? I'm back on YouTube. Let's wait for more people to join. If you're currently live on YouTube, just comment good morning. Give us a shout out there on the comment section. I see we have around 5 people who have already joined on the YouTube live stream. And those people watching me live on my TikTok, I'm live on my YouTube channel. That's where you'll be able to see me doing this morning analysis. So yeah. Uh, and I want to end this live stream here TikTok so we can focus now here YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so for those people, we have around 10. Good morning. I see Kefa morning too. Jack Kuria, how are you? I'm all good. So Swan, morning. I want to say like 10 shout out on the comment section. Say hi, good morning. And then we can start the analysis. Hi, Alex. Good morning. How have you been doing, guys? Hope you've been doing well. I'm back on YouTube today and I'll try to be consistent. Let me say that. I keep on saying this like I'll be consistent doing the live stream on YouTube each and every day. But let's start on today's analysis. As I read that, I need the other phone so that I can be able to read the comments. Okay, and just in case if you're watching me live on my TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Let me show you. And today we are going to do a deeper analysis in several analysis, like a deeper analysis. Just a moment. Okay. Shout out to Benja, and then we have Obire, and then we have Alex and Mary Wairumu morning. Okay, 22 people there enough. We can start the morning analysis. Don't forget to hit that like button. And let me share my screen so we can start the screen. I want to check Forex Factory so we can check the fundamentals, today's fundamentals. So this actually you have it here, this taskbar. Today is on Tuesday. Being on Tuesday, 12 Tuesday, at 3:30 we have CPI. Oh, today we have CPI. CPI stands for Consumer Price Index, and it's update in terms of inflation rates. And these are high impact news. We expect it at 3:30 during New York session. So be aware we have CPI for USD at 3:30. And then what else do we have? Oh, today that's when you have the Fed chair nomination votes. Oh, the market gonna itakuwa volatile sana. Okay. So I expect some kind of volatility in the market. Yeah. So what does this mean? Before we go on, I'll talk about fundamentals. I want to really talk about this Fed chair nomination, and there is this something I want to talk. First of all, the Fed, the Fed is a committee. Let me open the comments so I can be able to see the comment section. And let me talk about this Fed before we continue. Okay, we have around 22 people now. Benson, and then we have Daniel Muridi and Mon Dr. Forex. Yeah. So there's something I have read here. This is the Fed chair nomination votes. So like Powell Ashamaliza. Like I'll try to explain in simple way. So the thing is, we have Powell who has been the chairman for the Fed, and Paul Ashamaliza term yake. So they are nominating someone else. And in terms of nomination, we have different kind of candidates who are going to be nominated, and every candidate has their own like perspective and their own way. Their own like known as like principles, like a new president when anakuja. So you find that there's someone who is hawkish, And by hawkish, what do we mean by hawkish? Like the person who is going, like who has a probability of being nominated as the Fed chairperson. Let me see on the comment section, guys. Do you know the person who has the probability of being nominated as a Fed chair, Powell? No, not Powell, the Fed chair, because the one on Mekwapo is Powell. Let me see on the comments. Do you know the guy who is going to be the next chair, the next chair for the federal? Hey, you guys, it seems you guys, I'm talking something like you guys are not getting it. I'm still waiting for the comment section so as I can see. Kevin Wash. And Kevin Wash is yeah. So I see a lot of people wameanza kuandika. So we have Kevin Wash, and Kevin Wash is hawkish. But hawkish is he's advocating for a strong dollar. So if we expect like Kevin Wash is going to be the next Fed chair and is very hawkish on the US dollar, then we are going to see a big drop on XAUST. So it is going to determine the dollar, and the dollar is going to determine like a lot of movement in terms of a lot of movements, a lot of pairs. So keep your eyes on so as you can be able to know who's going to be nominated as the next person, so as we can see the next move for the USD or the next move for the dollar. Because Kevin Washington, he's advocating like I know like Trump wants Kevin Walsh so they can be able to control the interest rates. And once they increase the interest rates, it means that it's a strong dollar. And a strong dollar is going to like affect a lot of movements in the market. Okay, so let's go directly now to the morning analysis and start our here. Okay, let me try to reset this one because this is not the exact trading view. Okay. Am I still sharing my screen? It seems I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share again the screen. Okay, so let's start with USDCHF as our first pair, and let's move all the drawings, remove the 7 drawings, and we are going to start market analysis. Since we have not done analysis for quite some few days, weeks, we are going to start analysis on higher time frame. So when it comes to USDCHF on a weekly time frame, so when you come to this time frame, this is on a weekly time frame. So for those people who are wondering how I'm seeing weekly time frame, I can see here. Unaona hapa hivi, this is called watermark, imeandika hapo USDCHF 1 week. So I can see the market is bearish from last week, and we can be able to mark the last week liquidity for the weekly time frame. And then we come on daily. Once we come on daily time frame, being on daily time frame, there's something I'm noticing. Also, the market yesterday closed with an indecision candlestick, and the other one, the same market is still bearish. And if the market is bearish, one thing I'm noticing today, the market is currently on the previous day liquidity. You can clearly see on this on a daily time frame, the market is currently on the previous day high. So that's a very sensitive area for us because liquidity is found there. Let's come back on 4 hours. Coming back on 4 hours, we can clearly see that okay, this is the previous week liquidity, So for this market, I'm bearish on it. And this was the discounted price I was looking for, of which the market didn't come to this particular price. Okay, and this being the previous week liquidity, there's a break and retest again. Let's go back to 1 hour. There's not anything I can be able to see. Coming back to 1 hour. And is there even any trend line? Let's see. Be able to see confirm for us the market. Allah. The market has already broken the trend line, but I will still follow the market structure. From the market structure, I will see more sales on this pair. This is yesterday's Monday's high, and now this is Tuesday's high. And can you convert this market to a line chart? fair selling and a discounted price. Okay. So I see more sales on this pair. I see more sales on this pair with a stop loss, strictly stop loss above this particular level. More sales on USDCHF because I can't see any reversal. Is there any reversal of inverted head and shoulder? There's no any reversal of a fair swing and a change of character. So I'll still continue with the structure of it. So I see more sales and I'll target this low of the day as my take profit with a risk to reward ratio of 1 is to 3.5. That's view on USDCHF. Just in case you have any other thing, you can also comment down on the comment section so as we can engage. First of all, why a reason I'm risking at that particular level. The market is currently on the previous day high. The market is currently bearish. Okay, the whole trend of this market is bearish. So for me to buy, I can't see any reversal structure of this market. So that's the reason why I'm risking for more sales on that particular pair. Let's go to USD card. Okay, let's go on a daily time frame. Same case to USD card. You're going to notice that USD card has already approached the previous day high. And let's come on weekly, 1 hour. It has already approached the previous day high. So the same case with USD card, I'll be looking forward for more sales on this pair. We stick to the stop loss just above the liquidity. Short position, okay, and then my target will be there at that with a risk reward ratio of 3.25. The same case with USDCHF. Okay, let's go to AUD. Okay, so AUDSD, this was a view I had on last week on Friday. The reason I had is because of this reversal, but we are going, let's start out new analysis on AUD. Let's come here. This is on daily time frame. The market is bullish, and the market is bullish. So currently today, the market is approaching the previous day liquidity, which is the previous day low. That's on daily time frame. On 4 hours, let's go on 4 hours. On 4 hours, that's the liquidity for USDCHF. No, AUD. And then let's go on 2 hours. Meaning I'd like to see how the markets react at this particular level so as I can be able to go in for more. So for AUD, wait for confirmation on the liquidity and continue buying it. And then GBPUSD, this was yesterday. I was looking forward for this buys from this inverted head and shoulder. Let me put this market line chart. You can clearly see it was a very good inverted head and shoulder. Today, currently, also the market is approaching the previous day. All these markets, they are approaching the previous market liquidity. You can notice that from USDCHF is on the previous day high, USD card previous day high, AUDUSD previous day low, GBPUSD previous day low. So all of them, once they need to confirm so as they can be on this, like they can confirm each and every pair. So once you come to GBPS, you can clearly see it also. It's approaching the previous day low, and the previous day low is at this particular level. So you need a good and a proper confirmation. So once it confirms, it has already confirmed all the pairs, all the analysis. Once it fails, it has already this all analysis will have failed. USD CHF, USD card, AUDSD and GUD will fail if once like they disobey that kind of liquidity that we have. So that's the view I have. So but all of them, they still have an opportunity since they are approaching this liquidity. I know by the time we are ending this live stream, tutakuwa tushaona market when you may react on this kind of liquidities areas, these previous day lows and previous day high. So we want to see how they react on that so as we can have a confirmation. Let's go to Euro USD. On Euro USD, the same case. On the Euro USD, the previous day low was this. So they are all approaching the previous day lows and the liquidity areas. On Euro AUD, I gave these sales yesterday. The market went how many pips? For now, it's invalidated. Anybody on this still holding this trade? Because I gave this signal yesterday on my VIP. I gave these sales on Euro AUD and my stop loss was 62.84. This is 62.84 here. Bado jaguza stop loss. But one thing I can see is that it has invalidated. Yesterday, lender how many pips? How many people are able to secure? Because yesterday moved around 40 pips. 40 pips, these are very good pips. So if you are still on this trade, I would advocate for you to just close it because currently I can see it has invalidated. There's something I want to really analyze this Euro AUD now from scratch. When it comes to weekly, let's come to weekly. On weekly time frame, I can clearly see the market is still bearish. And the only possible liquidity for weekly is at that particular level. That's on a weekly time frame. Let's go on a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, the market is still bearish. Let's just mark the previous day liquidity. The previous day liquidity is here. Let's go for hours. On 4 hours, now this is the only last opportunity we can have for us to be able to sell this pair. So this is because the market is currently approaching the previous day high, meaning we can have possibility for us to be able to take to to take BSL. BSL is originated by the stop losses of the sales orders. So buy side liquidity. So you can be able to take the buy side liquidity from these particular levels, which is the previous day high. Let me mark for you. So currently, this market is going to come back at this particular level. And once we have a very good setup, that's when you can be able to see a very good confirmation for us to sell this market. So mark it like that, and the stop loss this way, because that's the only last opportunity for us to sell this market. And your setup itafanana hivyo. I think most of the setups zenye nimefanya zote leo, they are more of liquidity. So liquidity is zinakuwa na confirmation and a very tight stop loss. Let's go to Eurocard. Coming back to Eurocard, I haven't analyzed Eurocard since yesterday. This Eurocard on a daily time frame, the market is on a bullish and still approaching the previous day liquidity. It seems all the yesterday's movement, they're being like there's narudisho zote. So still approaching the previous day liquidity. So let's come back to 4 hours. And most of the setups here, they are not giving even oh, okay. There's something I've seen on Eurocard. So on Eurocard, if they convert this market to a line chart, you're going to notice this market is almost forming a fair swing and a change of character. So for this one, you need to wait for you for a bit, give it some time, because for it to complete these setups of a fair swing and a change of character, this is a fair swing, but it has not already converted, it has not already changed character. So what you're going to do is wait for it to change the character and then retest to that particular level, and then you continue selling it. But for now, you have to give it more time, since it has to do the change of character, retest, and then it can drop. Let's go on GPP card. Same case on GPP card. One thing you can notice, it has a failure swing and a change of character. So wait for this market to retest this particular level, to do a retest, and then you drop. So a more short position from this particular level on G card and a stop loss there, and this way, target that way. So that's the view on GPP card. So the view on GPP card. Let's go to GPP CHF. And this one looks good. GBP card, watch it out. This one looks in and clear. It's a very nice A setup. So watch at GBP card. It's really a very nice setup. And one thing I can notice also, it has already formed an inverted head and shoulder here. These areas, you can clearly see it is a inverted head and shoulder. So for this G card, watch it out. Once it does a retest to this particular level, and then you can be able to take more sales on that particular entry. Okay, CHF. Where was I selling from there? Let me remove all the drawings. Let's come back on daily. We see the overall trend of this market. This market is bearish. GBP CHF, this market is bearish. Let's see on 4 hours. And currently it's on an inverted head and shoulder. Not market is bearish. 2 hours. Let's see any order block. I can see head and shoulders currently on the neckline. 1 hour. I can see also head and shoulders. Unless this market still retest this particular level, we have a retest there, and then we can continue selling GBP CHF. A retest and continue drop, continue selling it. GBP AUD. This GBP AUD, we need to remove all the drawings and then start the analysis on a daily time frame. So just have a, this one is on a ranging. You can clearly see for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days, it has been on the same level on daily time frame. So trying to get a movement from here, it will be very difficult, since on such kind of a ranging market, you're going to waste your time here. There's no any movement the market is doing on GBP AUD. The same case on these JPY pairs. This USD JPY. USD JPY. How many people Well, on my live stream, was I telling you the other day, or how many people did I tell that once this GBP CHF has no this USDJPY, once they make this movement, they normally come and correct this whole movement slowly by slowly, slowly by slowly. If you are remember, if something talking me talking something like that, you can comment. But the only problem with this USD CHF, no USDJPY is I don't know why it's just stuck on my mind. The only problem I have with these JPY pairs, and I kind of advocate them, is this spikes. Ona the market ina move vizuri, but one candlestick in a spike, and one candlestick is spiking more than 500 pips. So hii ikaanza hata kuna stop loss na kutoaona from here all the way down. That's one candlestick 281 pips. This one candlestick, how many pips? uh 100 pips, just ina clear the movement. Yeah, so Winnie kama wanakumbuka. Yeah, so I told you like the market inakujanga inapanda ina clear hizi movement. The only problem I have with this spike, so it's really hard for me even to advocate for someone to take an entry, because this movement una hold for 10 hours. You can clearly imagine holding this pair for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 over 20 hours. Just this movement will be cleared only using one candlestick only. So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I can really advocate. So the next minute, you're going to see another candlestick from here to here, of which you hold for more than 30 hours, and then it clear the whole movement. So I can't advocate, and I'm not analyzing these GPY pairs. AUD NZD. So AUD NZD, we can try to have a view on it. On AUD NZD on daily time frame, let's come back on a weekly. The last week market closed with a bearish engulfing, weekly bearish, daily bearish. Is there? Let's convert market to a line chart. Okay, there's a fair swing change of character up there, which is retested, and then on 4 hours, I see more cells. Also, there's a break and retest here, which it is on. So it's more cells. Even when you convert this market to a line chart, you can clearly see a break, a retest for more cells. And there's something I've noticed also, there's another head and shoulder. So we are going to have more cells on this particular pair from this head and shoulder here. Wait for the market to retest there, because if you convert this market line chart, you can clearly see the head, the shoulder, so we can have more cells from there. So this is another pair you can watch out, AUD NZD. Watch it out today and cells. And AUD NZD also have likes liquidity. Can we check today's liquidity is where? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, watch out today's liquidity. Even with let's stop, there's a head and shoulder, but watch out today's liquidity. Today's liquidity is at this particular level. Watch out today's liquidity, it's at here. Iko hapo. Watch out today's liquidity, iko hapo. Considering pia the same level ya liquidity ndo kuna hiyo head and shoulder ingine hapa. Watch out more cells from there. Hii is a good setup, you can watch it out today. And hii pia inapenda pia liquidity, so cells from there. With a very tight stop loss hapo, and then you target more evil. So watch out that one. It's a very nice setup. You can watch it out there. So sell from exactly this week ikikuja. So wait for the market to just come this way. Ikifika hapo, you wait for confirmation and then you sell. That's the view on AUD NZD. And then CAD JPY, Euro JPY hizi pia nimesema sitaongea because of these spikes the JPYs. Let's go to US oil. I rarely trade US oil, but let's check it out for you. Okay, currently the market has done a fair swing, a change of character. So I see more buys on oil. More buys on oil. We are going to call more long position on oil. And now the problem is where these are we going to have the entry for us to take more buys. And I just risk this long position from there. Stop loss just below here. And continue more buys on oil. Target this particular level. If you want a more tight stop loss, weka chini ya hii candlestick ya red, because this is a zone. Yeah, setup ika hiyo. More buys on oil. Let's go to AUD card. On AUD card, you can check on a daily time frame. What is the overall trend? The market pia iko on the previous day liquidity, because the market is bullish, and you can clearly see on daily it's on the previous day low. All this market, and there's something as a red flag I'm seeing. All this market, they are on the previous day liquidity. Can we just wait for confirmation between either Euro USD, GBP USD, all those pairs? Wait for confirmation, because If you ask me, that's a very big red flag. How comes all the market, like from them, when you start from USD CHF, USD CAD, all of them, GBP USD, Euro USD, all of them, they are on the previous day either low or the previous day high. So you have to wait for a very good and a proper confirmation, because this is a liquidity area, so you can be able to execute your orders. That's on AUD card. So we can't ignore the fact that this market has this is a liquidity area. So we need more proper confirmation so as we can give away. This Bitcoin, coming back on Bitcoin, the last time this analysis was here. So let's come back on weekly, remove drawings. This is on weekly. Bitcoin is bullish. This is on daily. Okay, the market has on, and Bitcoin is very good in terms of liquidity. And yesterday, this is the same thing. I can see yesterday the market approached the previous day liquidity, it didn't react. The same case today, it has approached the previous day liquidity, it didn't react. Seems there's a trend line or something, sort of something here. There's a sort of a trend line here, if you may ask. Yeah, if you see, there's a trend line. So, when you have such a kind of trend line, there's two-way options. There's someone who will wait for the market just do a break and then do a retest, and then you continue, you do sales, or there's someone who's going to risk. For me, I like the one that you wait for the market to break the trend line and then confirm, to retest, and then drop. Because once it breaks this trend line, it gives you a very good and a nice drop. So watch out this kind of a setup once it breaks that particular levels. Let's go to GBP NZD. On GBP NZD, let's come back on daily time frame. This market is on a bearish. It's more sells. The reason why you can clearly see it has already formed an order block holding just below the zone. I can see more sales on GBP NZD. Now the issue is where we're going to have a sales 4 hours, nothing. I can see order block. Let's put, and this one is not worthy because you can see these are too much ranging, but it's on more sales on GBP NZD. So if you're on buys, you're on the wrong side. Don't try to buy this pair. It's more sales on GBP NZD. But the reason why I'm skipping is because of ranging. It will just waste your time. Let's go to Euro NZD. On daily time frame, let's come on weekly. Weekly, the market is bearish. Let's come on daily. Daily, the market is pale bearish. This is a bearish market. 4 hours. So we can only target yesterday's liquidity, Monday's liquidity. The Monday's liquidity is here. So wait for this market to just approach the previous day liquidity. And this one looks as a very nice setup, short position. And the market just come back there. And then you sell it from there. And then you target your TP that way. So this is view on Euro NZD. So I've already seen today's pairs, very good pairs. And then NZD card. And if there's any pair and you're live on YouTube, you want me to check it out for you, you can just comment below. You just comment below, I'll check it out for you. So NZD card, we are almost winding up, and then we can conclude on today's analysis. On daily time frame, the market is bullish on NZD card. Let's come back on 4 hours. If this market is on a bullish trend, and then on 2 hours, why do I see this as a flag? I see this as a flag. This is a bullish flag. The market is on a very impulsive movement and forming sort of a flag. Wait for this market to come back lower. You know how we trade a flag? Wait for the market to come back to the lower part of the flag, and then we continue buying this market. That's a flag on NZD card. Yeah. Let's go to 1 hour. Yeah. Wait for the market to come back on the lower part of it, and then you do what? You activate. Let me see. Then let me show you something. Yes. Wait for the market to come back on the lower part of the flag, and then you activate your buys. That's a bullish flag. And once it comes to the lower part of the flag, it will be swiping liquidity. Yeah, it will be also swiping liquidity. And for those people watching me on TikTok, on my YouTube channel, that's why you can be able to see this morning analysis I'm doing. The last one, and GJ, we said I'm not analyzing these J2I pairs. These spikes, they are not worth your time, because you're going to hold a trade for 10 hours and then just be white for 1 hour. So the last trade we are going to pair we are going to check is XAUSD. And XAUSD has been really obeying liquidity for the past 1 week, and we are going to show you. Let me just do a deeper analysis in terms of liquidity, in terms of XAUSD. Okay, so this was a weekly liquidity. The market swiped its weekly liquidity, and this was the weekly liquidity, and I want to show you the weekly liquidity ya chini na ya juu, because leo, okay, you can clearly see this is on a weekly time frame. The market ilikuja ikaswipe weekly liquidity ikairudisha hivi yote, and then the next day also the market swipe liquidity, but I want to show you also today the market has swiped the previous week liquidity hapa. So the market inachezea tu like between those two types of liquidity, between two of them. So 1 hour. Okay. So this is a weekly liquidity which was swiped last week, and now today the market imekuja imeswipe the previous week liquidity hapa. The same case imeswipe the previous liquidity, and market ikiswipe hizo liquidity inakwanga. So let's be able to check the previous day liquidity. So the only other liquidity tuko nayo leo ni hapa on terms of daily, because hizo za weekly zimeisha, so meaning the only daily liquidity tuko nayo ni hiyo. Tukikuja kwa 1 hour, you just set your hivyo. And yesterday haikuswipe liquidity ya jana, ilikaribia tu. So for those people tulikuwa tumeongoja liquidity ya jana, let me show you. You can clearly see. Unaona jana haikuswipe liquidity. This was the liquidity yenye ilikuwa hapa. Let me show you on 5 minutes. And then you can clearly see the market didn't come and swipe the liquidity. And now currently the only available liquidity tuko nayo ni hii, the previous day liquidity. So that's the view on XAUSD. And if you want to really stick to liquidity peke yake. So what were patterns? Now, when it comes to trading, we have different types of strategies we use. And for me, in terms of gold, I use liquidity peke yake. I'll just advocate for you guys to use liquidity peke yake. Because if it comes and trying to check those demand zone and patterns and everything, you're going to see them so many. So the only two options I can only be able to advise you to be able to risk golds for buys at this particular level. These are only two zones. This one. This is a very strong zone. Those only two zones. And I'll leave my analysis on gold there. So let's explain. This one buys from there. This is the first buy with their stop loss, of course, and then the second buy. So if you want to risk, and these are a long-term entries, like they're going to give you very good amount of pips. So this one see entry utachukua, and then unaingia to blue zave or 5 minutes unafunga. These are entries you can target from 200 to 300 pips. So why this thing? What is it doing? So those on TikTok, you can go live on YouTube so you can be able to see this. So if today you want to risk, you can risk here with a 0.1 and a stop loss of around let's see, let me show you. So this to reward, risk to reward ratio, long position, go long position. But hii ya kwanza inakuwa sharp, inaweza kuwa sharp. Market itagonga hapo and then irudi. It's a stop loss hapo and a target hapo. Kama itakuja hapa chini itakuwa this one. These are the only setups uko nazo. This one should be tight, a stop loss, very tight stop loss because of liquidity, and this one target ikuwe hapo. Hivyo. So those are the only setups on XAU USD I have for today. Hivyo. So let's now calculate the risk. So this one with a 0.1, you are going to lose $100 and make how much? And make $800. So 0.1 utapoteza $100 unde $800. So that's the first setup. The second setup, same case, it might be the same one. Utapoteza $85. Utengeneza pesa ngapi? $800. Yeah. So those are the only two setups zenye nakupea for XAUSD. So if you want to risk XAUSD, yeah. Any questions? Now I'm reading the questions. Yeah. Someone is saying I check for them Euro USD. Someone is saying yes, they can remember. And for those people watching me on TikTok, I'm live on my YouTube channel. You can be able to see my analysis. And someone is saying Nasdaq, please. I can be able to check for you Nasdaq. I'll check. None of Nasdaq sina kwangu. How will you know that this zone has liquidity? So how are we going to explain to you, Joseph? Liquidity is a specific price, like it's a specific price unaangalianga. So we have different types of liquidity: daily, monthly, weekly, hivyo tu. So the first one nimetumia like the explanation. Let me just explain these setups zenye nimeonyeshana hapa. These two setups tuko nazo hapa hivi. The first setups, the reason why I'm giving this first setup, this is a reversal, and the reversal is a fair swing and a change of character. This setup it may happen wapi kwingine last week. Let me show you a setup. Naona nikiweka line chart hapa, uta notice naona hii hapa, it's a reversal, and this setup bado kuna time tuliitumia last week. Wapi? Kuna siku tuliitumia last week somewhere hapa 2 hours, utaiona the same setup ndio hiyo hapo tuliona, ndio hii unaona hapa, this is the same setup nilitumia last week hapa. Hebu angalia na mtalipa ni ku educate wenye kwa hapa hivi hata TikTok. So you can clearly see this is a failure swing and a change of character, na market ikakuja ikaretest hapo ikapanda tena. The same setup iko hapa, ni the same setup nikiweka hapa hivi on 4 hours utaiona. For 1 hour, on 1 hour nikiconvert hii market unaiona, angalia. So let me just circle it. And for this mwenye mko TikTok, just go live on YouTube. Go live on YouTube. That's why you're going to see this. To call YouTube at over 40 na TikTok mko hapa at 10. Just go live on YouTube. So let me show you something. Can you see this? You're going to observe this. Na ufungue macho yako uzoe kuona setups kama hii. For this one, let me show you. Nataka kusongesha hapa so you guys can see it. Okay. Okay. So this is the first setup. Unaona hiyo setup venye nakaa on 1 hour. You can clearly see this low market may break juu, and then there's this high. The market is supposed to come back there and retest there. If we go to like 2 hours, the same setup niliona hapa hivi juzi. Angalia hapa. The same setup hapa. Umeiona? So ndio hii low market may break, inakuja ina retest and then inarudi naba. That's why nakwambia hii setup, angalia kama hii setup ilipeana how many pips kutoka hii hapa buy hadi hapa, ilipeana 691 pips, almost 700 pips. So hii si setup utaingia ati ufunge na 10 pips 20 pips ukiturn blue. This is a setup you're supposed to hold. So ukiweka 0.1 kama hapa, utarget unafaa ujue, ukiweka 0.1 kama hapo unafaa ujue una target more than 500 to 600 dollars from this kind of entry peke yake. So this kind of entry, so these are not scalping entries, these are not scalping entries. We una hold unalamba glucose. Yeah. Any question? I'm reading the comment. Sell setup ya gold cause of break of structure. Wapi after failure swing na change of character based entry. I think Joseph Sunday, I think I have answered most of the questions. Guys, as we continue with the live stream, don't forget to hit that like button. There's a like button tunakuwa hapa. How many likes do we have? We have 15 likes. Guys, can we hit around 30 likes? We could have around 40 people live on the YouTube live stream. Any question up to that point? Any question? 15 likes. We need more likes on the YouTube. Any question or any suggestion? So as we continue, you have 16 and more watu wameanza kula. So usiku hapo tu peke yako na wewe like hizo video the YouTube. It really helps a lot. So for this one, and let me talk about this. Easy akina G na nini, just post them. There's the reason why I'm telling you. Easy markets na carry red flag. All of them ziko on this kind of liquidity. G, unaona G imefika kwa liquidity. G ishafika kwa liquidity, and then uangalie easy USD hizi zote, just post them, easy USD card. So on today's analysis, whenever we do like this kind of YouTube analysis, and that's why it's very essential. This is essential kukaa kwa to stay to my last stream all the way to the end, so you can get like my final remark. My final remarks, I can say just focus on GPP card. Unaona hizi pairs zimefanya hizi GPP card iko wapi? Focus on this pair. Focus on this pair, GBP card. This one is a very nice pair. Hata iko na order block actually tena hapo on 1 hour. Sikuwa nimeona iko na order block there. So hizo GU, Euro USD, USD CHF hizo wachana nayo. Zinanikalia red flag zote venye zimekaa zote kwa liquidity. So like focus on this pair, like you see this one has a very nice order block. Focus on this GBP card. Kuna pair ingine, can you comment down? Don't comment hizo zenye ziko na ni GBP card. It was GBP card, Euro something, Euro AUD, Euro NZD. Yeah, focus on Euro NZD in liquidity. Focus on this one. GBP NZD hakuna, hii ilikuwa imerange sana. Let's go. It was Euro NZD. Focus on Euro NZD iko sawa. GBP NZ AUD card. No. You have to tumia your liquidity. JPY hakuna. AUD NZD. Yes, AUD NZD nimeona iko sawa. And then GBP AUD. No, there is something iko na card pia GBP CHF. Pia GBP CHF, I'm okay with that one. GBP card, I'm okay with that one. Euro card hii tumesema uongoje because iko na failure, so ina hii ni process mrefu, achana nayo, iko mbali. Euro AUD ina range. Was it the one ranging on daily? Let me see on daily. Euro AUD. Oh yeah, also Euro AUD I'm advocating for it. I'm advocating for Euro AUD on this liquidity. Euro AUD niko sawa nayo. Lakini Euro USD wachana nayo. GBP USD, hizi USD pairs wachana nayo. AUD USD wachana nayo. Gold, wait for these two liquidities. Easy zones Billy. Gold, I'm there for in today. Check out gold up hapo. USD card wachana nayo and USD CHF wachana nayo. So usikuja live stream yangu 5-10 minutes and then utoke uende hivyo. So make sure that unakaa kwa GBP AUD. There's one hizi venye ziko kwa liquidity zote. It's a red flag for me. GBP AUD, GBP AUD, GBP AUD, GBP AUD. GBP AUD ni gani? Niangalie view yake ilikuwa gani. I hope ukiona kama sijachora anything unajua hii haina anything. GBP AUD haina anything because on daily time frame you see this market is on a ranging. You can clearly see iko hizi ni 1 2 3 4 5 days. So ukiingia hapo kwa hiyo mix utakuwa umekaa for another 6 days. So this one GBP AUD but it's on a ranging. And this ranging it's ya sell, see ranging ya buys. So don't buy GBP AUD in ya more sells. Yeah, any question hadi hapo? I think I've been on live for over 50 minutes. Any question? And the only justice you can do me is just hitting that like button. We need 30 likes. Sahi tuko 25 likes. So we need 30 likes. So it will be more justice if you hit that like button. For today, which currency would you advise? Mention free mode. Mention akina GPP card hapa. Mention hizi. Nimemention hizi pair hapa za mwisho. Ukireverse hii video hapo nyuma utasikia tu pair zenye nimesema focus on them. Nimesema cancel hizi USD CHF na Euro USD na GU. We are going to revisit them later on. Should you guys advocate nikuwe nakuja live 2 times per day? Hebu nianze nione on the comment section. Do you guys enjoy my live stream or you want me to be coming to, because you know I have an academy. I do offer training also. Nafunzanga watu Forex and also trade. But let me see if I can be able to be coming like hizo New York sessions baadaye. But if I come hizo labda on paid session, you know, I can become live streams for only paid because is you guys being live is not, you know, we don't get paid doing this. We don't get paid, and money is a motivation. 3 times per day actually. I didn't live stream 3 times per day. It's not easy. It's not easy being live stream each and every day, and most of the time, unless money is involved. Unless money is involved, inaweza nifanya nikuje live stream, nikuje like 3 times a day. Yeah. So I think there's no any other question. Let me see how many likes do we have. We have 29 likes. Finally, we hit 30 likes. Thank you so much for those people when you may hit that like button. Share this live stream with your friend, and also you can come back again and watch it. See, the thing is the video. Ukikuja tena, you'll be able to see this live stream again and again. You can repeat how I'm doing the analysis down. And kesho tutakuja tuangalia ni pair gani zime work out and pairs zenye umetrade. So trade wisely and use proper risk management. Hakuna pair sijapeana haina stop loss. So wezi kuja kesho niambie uliblow account yako. See you and have a good day. Bye bye, unless there's any other question. So as we step out, unaweza niambia bye hapo ukiniuliza swali lingine. Yeah. Joseph Sande anasema 3 days. 3 times a day. 3 times a day, there's a lot of nini. Hizo ni masaa mingi sana. We are done with our morning analysis. So there's nothing else unless someone has a question and has a comment just down below there. And for those people watching me on TikTok, I'm live on my YouTube. But what TikTok when I'm live YouTube, that's how you're going to see these analysis. We have a lot of people here watching. You help a lot my G. Thank you. So this is Jeff. Na kama uko na pair, maybe tumesema buy na uko sell, hebu tuambie, tutakusaidia. Tutakwambia kama utahold au utatoka. Kama utahold ama utatoka. Yeah. Good work, Doc. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Let me plan myself. Tomorrow naweza kuja nifanye live trading on YouTube. Je, nikuja tufanye live trading on YouTube? But live trading ita take time. Tunaweza kaa hapa the like almost 6 hours, 7 hours. Tunaweza fanya live trading on YouTube. Yeah. Let me see. I'll plan myself nione kata live trading. Yeah. So nauliza kama uko na any pay USD ZAR. USD ZAR sija kwa list, labda niongeze. Nikuangalia USD ZAR ni USD na pamoja na South African rand. So USD ZAR. So unless ZAR sina hapa, labda nikuangalilie. Na hii pia inakuanga na pips mingi, but inataka broker mwenye ako na very tight spread because pips zake ziko juu kushinda hata kina Euro USD na GU. Unaona kama hizi ni wana kutoka hapo hadi hapo iko na over 100 pips candlestick moja. GU before upate 100 pips unakuanga umepiga nduru. So unaona USD ZAR has so many pips. Na ime approach this break and retest iko na order block hapo. Hebu tuangalie weekly time frame tuone hii market ikoaje. Hii market iko bearish on weekly, on daily time frame pia hii market iko bearish na imepita the previous day high hizi zote. So ina maana nawaambia hizi USD pairs be very careful because unaona hizi zote na iko na order block ingine ya 4 hours hapo juu na iko na hii inverted head and shoulder. You can only watch out this zone hapa juu. Hizo unaona hizo nimeavoid hizo USD CHF, hizo USGU na nini. I want them to come down because ziko na movement ingine saa asubuhi. How can all the pairs be on the previous day low? So watch out that. So on USD ZAR, I can only advocate for more sales from that order block. Yeah, 4 hours. Shukran Jore, Simon Utori. And when I come here, so gold nimeonyeshana this, let me put here, mtu anauliza gold. Gold nimeadvocate for only these two zones. Only these two zones. Peke yake, hebu uzi screenshot kama nataka kuona and use confirmation. So market kifika hapo si unachukua tu, unaongoja confirmation. Those are the only two zones for buys. So hata hapo kirisk 0.05 na risk $50, you are going to make more than $400 ama $300. 0.0 the same case pia hapa. So sometimes unaweza risk weka $50 ama $70. Risk weka 0.05 kwa hii entry. Ujui utatoka na $300 ama $500. The same case na hii nyingine. So si kukanga tu hapo unaangalia tu. Risk tu bwana. $500 ni mshahara ya mtu mwezi mzima. Risk bwana. Thanks a lot, ubarikiwe. Yeah, so na $50 tunakwambia risk $50. $50 ni pesa mnaenda na rafiki yako mnakula inaisha hivyo tu. Yeah. $50 hata siku hizi inaisha hata na sijui half day. $50 around 5,000 ama 6,000. So risk. So siku moja ukuje tu hapa uamue tu kwa mwezi unaamua una risk mara moja $50. Itakukubali tu. But use discipline and don't trade with borrowed money ama nini. Just follow. Nimesema trading is very risky and listen to me, trading is very risky, very risky. Super, let me share screen. Oh, pole, let me share screen. So I was talking about this. Na mbona mniambia sijasikia screen? So hata USD CHF hajasikia, USD ZAR hajasikia chenye nimesema. USD ZAR nimempea hii option ya order block hapa. Hii order block ya hiyo nimempea that sells from that particular level. So I'll look for sales on that 4 hours. And gold nimesema these are the only entries are gold. Let me repeat here. Niko nasema those are the only entries niko nazo za gold. So nimesema trading is very risky. So hata milioni moja inaweza enda, hata milioni mbili. Those people tulikuwa na jana waliona 2 million inaweza enda hata na 30 minutes. So but the price you pay for risking is the reward. So if the reward in our eco worth, you are risking $50 hapa, full margin, you are going to get like $400, $300. It's worth it. You get it. So the price you pay for risking is the reward. If the reward is worth it, why not risk it? So bye. Happy to be here. Thanks a lot. Bye guys. I think nimeweza kutosha. Don't forget to hit that like button and tell your friend tunafanyanga morning analysis anakuja. Let me end the live stream as 10 ishafika. Bye. Watu wa TikTok, bye guys, pia nyinyi.